Super typhoon hits Philippines as thousands evacuate. A super typhoon that caused thousands to be evacuated in the Philippines has slightly weakened, according to the country's weather bureau. Super typhoon Ragasa made landfall over Panuitan Island, one of the Babuyan Islands in the Philippines' northern Cagayan province, at 15 o'clock local time, 8 o'clock GMT, Monday. Ragasa, packing 285 kilometers (h. 177 miles per hour) wind gusts, is expected to barrel west toward southern China. Despite its small change in intensity, it still brings a high risk of life-threatening storm surge, with peak heights exceeding 10 feet. The Philippine Weather Bureau said authorities have warned of widespread flooding and landslides and damage to homes and infrastructure. Schools and government offices in large parts of the country, including in the capital Manila, have been shut. The remote Batons or Babuyan Islands, where Ragasa made landfall, are home to about 20,000 people, many of whom live in poverty. On one of the islands, Calan, Information Officer Herbert Singun told Agence France Presse at FP, chunks of a school roof had been ripped off, landing on an evacuation center about 30 meters away, causing one minor injury. "Can you see those coconut trees swaying in the distance?" he asked during a video call. "There were 8 of them before. Now only 4 are still standing." That goes to show how strong this typhoon is. The islands lie about 740 kilometers, 460 miles, of Taiwan, where nearly 300 people have been evacuated from Hualien, a county in the east. Ragasa is not expected to hit Taiwan directly, but is set to drench the island's east coast with heavy rains. Forest areas and nature trails across southern and eastern Taiwan have been closed since early Monday, while some ferry services have also been suspended. A super typhoon is the equivalent to a Category 5 hurricane. Guard and 13 inmates killed in Ecuador prison fight. Police say 13 inmates and 1 prison guard have been killed, and another 14 people injured in clashes between rival gangs in a jail in Ecuador. People living near the prison in the southwestern city of Machala reported hearing explosions and shots in the early hours of Monday local time. Police Chief William Cale said an unknown number of prisoners had escaped during the incident, but 13 have so far been recaptured. Deadly prison clashes and riots are not uncommon in Ecuador, with gangs often targeting members of rival groups. Police blamed members of a criminal gang, calling itself Los Lobos Box, for Monday's violence. The gang has not commented on the incident. "My 3 boys starved to death. I hope angels bring them home," says Afghan mother. Gusts of wind blew dust up off the ground as Gulam Mohidin and his wife Naza walked towards the graveyard where all their children are buried. "They showed us the graves of the 3 boys they lost in the past 2 years. 1-year-old Ramat, 7-month-old Khotan, and most recently, 3-month-old Faisal Ahmad. All 3 suffered from malnutrition," say Gulam and Nazo. "Can you imagine how painful it's been for me to lose 3 children? One minute there's a baby in your arms, the next minute they are empty," says Nazo. "I hope every day that angels would somehow put my babies back in our home. 3 million children in peril." There are days the couple go without food. They break walnut shells for a living in the Shai-Dei settlement just outside the city of Herat in western Afghanistan, and receive no help from the Taliban government or from GOs. "Watching helplessly as my children cried out of hunger, it felt like my body was erupting in flames. It felt like someone was cutting me into half with a saw from my head to my feet," said Gulam. The deaths of their children are not recorded anywhere, but it's evidence of a silent wave of mortality engulfing Afghanistan's youngest, as the country is pushed into what the UN calls an unprecedented crisis of hunger.